Imagine a 1,000-foot wide asteroid that could wipe out a city, or even a continent if it hit Earth. Now, imagine that this asteroid is coming so close to our planet that you could see it with your naked eye. That's what's going to happen in 2029, when Apophis, the god of chaos asteroid, will fly by Earth. In this video, we'll show you how NASA is chasing the god of chaos and what they hope to find out. How do you feel about this asteroid apocalypse? Tell us in the comments below. Now, let's get started. Apophis is an asteroid that is about 340 meters wide, which is roughly the size of 3 football fields. It was discovered in 2004, and since then astronomers have been tracking its orbit and calculating its chances of hitting Earth. At first, they thought it had a 2.7% probability of colliding with our planet in 2029, which is pretty high for an asteroid of this size. But later they revised their estimates and said it would miss us by a safe margin of 20,000 miles, which is closer than some satellites. Phew, that was a close one, right? Well, not so fast, because Apophis is not just any ordinary asteroid, it's a sneaky one. It has a very eccentric and inclined orbit, which means it swings around the sun in a very irregular and tilted way. And when it passes by Earth in 2029, it will go through a very narrow region of space called a gravitational keyhole, which is like a cosmic doorway that can alter its trajectory. If Apophis goes through this keyhole, which is only 600 meters wide, it will change its orbit in such a way that it will come back to haunt us in 2036, with a much higher chance of impact. How high, you ask? Well, we don't know yet, because we don't know exactly where Apophis will be in 2029. It could be anywhere within a 10-kilometer wide corridor, which is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. And that's why NASA is launching a mission to investigate this mysterious and menacing asteroid. The mission is called OSIRIS-APEX, which stands for Origins, Spectral Interpretation, Resource Identification, Security, Asteroid Proximity Exploration. That's a mouthful, I know, but it basically means that they're going to spy on Apophis and see what he's up to. They're going to use all kinds of cool gadgets like cameras, spectrometers, and a laser altimeter to take pictures and measurements of his surface and see what he's made of. They're also going to blast him with their engines and see what's hiding under his skin. This will help us learn more about his insides and how he's different from other asteroids. OSIRIS-APEX will meet Apophis in April 2029, just a few days before he zooms past Earth, at a distance of only 20,000 miles. The spacecraft will stay with him for several months, collecting tons of data and images. It will also communicate with other spacecraft and observatories that will be watching Apophis from different angles and perspectives. Despite NASA scientists reassuring that the asteroid won't collide with Earth during this encounter or the foreseeable future, that doesn't stop the internet from creating a terrifying what-if scenario. Some YouTuber made a video showing how bad it would be.
Spoiler alert.
This would be very bad.
Like end of the world bad. Like bye-bye billions of people and hello climate chaos bad. The kinetic energy from the asteroid's impact would be equivalent to 1,000 megatons of TNT. Ironically, the video states that the asteroid does not pose a threat to humanity as a whole, but it would destroy most of our modern comforts. No Netflix, no internet, no funny cat videos. Without these, how long could the survivors cope? If that's not a threat, what is? You never know. There's always a chance that something could go wrong. Maybe the asteroid will change course, or maybe we'll get hit by another one we didn't see coming. That's why some people are freaking out online. One commenter said, NASA's DART mission gives me the assurance that they know there is definitely something headed towards us. Another one said, that's 20 times more powerful than the yield of the largest nuclear bomb ever detonated, by the way. And then there's this guy. Universe has its plan. There's There's nothing we can do if we are in the rock's way. Well, thanks for the optimism, buddy. But hey, let's not be pessimists. Maybe it's not a threat at all. Maybe it's just a friendly visitor from outer space. Maybe it's even a gift from the universe. Yeah, I'm just joking, but who knows? Well, NASA knows. Or at least they want to know. That's why they're sending a spacecraft to check out the asteroid. They hope to find out why it's coming our way. They might even find a way to stop it if it ever changes its mind. And if they're right and nothing bad happens, then we'll all get to witness a once-in-a-lifetime event. Literally, because this hasn't happened in 7,500 years, and it might never happen again. Now, you might ask how to avoid getting smashed by a space rock. What can we do to stop it if it really decides to hit us? Well, there are ways to stop an asteroid from hitting Earth, or at least reduce the damage. The first step is to find it early enough, so we have time to prepare. That's why NASA and other space agencies are constantly scanning the sky for potential threats. They use telescopes, radars, and satellites to track and catalog asteroids that come near Earth. If they see an asteroid that looks like trouble, they ring the alarm and tell everybody to get ready, because it's time to fight back. The next step is to push it away, or make it go somewhere else, so that it misses Earth. There are different ways to do this depending on the size and shape of the asteroid and how much time we have. One way is to use a gravity tractor, which is a spacecraft that flies near the asteroid and uses its own mass to pull it slightly off course. Another way is to use a kinetic impactor, which is a spacecraft that crashes into the asteroid at high speed and pushes it away. If that doesn't work, we can use a nuclear device, which is either detonated on the surface or near the asteroid and blasts it apart, or changes its direction. Or maybe we can use a laser ablation, which is a spacecraft that fires a powerful laser at the asteroid and vaporizes part of it, creating a jet of gas that propels it away. Each of these methods has its pros and cons, and they require careful engineering and testing. Yeah, I've been watching too many sci-fi movies, but hey, let's move on. The third step is to deal with the mess, or make it less messy, if the asteroid still hits Earth. There are different ways to do this depending on where it hits and how hard it hits. One way is to get the heck out of there and take your pets with you. Another option is to hide in a bunker that can survive the blast and the flying rocks. Or you can stock up food, water, medicine, and other stuff that can keep you alive for a while. And don't forget to have a plan B for communication, transportation, and power, in case the infrastructure is destroyed. So that's the deal. It's not a pretty sight, but it's not the end of the world either. We have the tools, the smarts, and the guts to face this challenge. We just need to join forces and act fast, because the clock is ticking and the asteroid is coming. Are you ready? Wow, I sound like I'm selling you an asteroid, don't I? That's weird. But let's be honest, it's very unlikely it will hit us. So you can chill and check out this video. It's awesome, and I'm sure you'll like it. Just look at the title. AI using dolphins to talk to aliens. Doesn't that sound intriguing? Well, it gets even better. Just click and see for yourself. And before you go, if you enjoyed this video, please show some love by hitting the like button and smashing that subscribe button with the bell icon. Trust me, it's not rocket science, but it really helps us a lot. Thanks for watching. See you soon with more awesome space videos.